Alright guys, not a boxing video, but I wanted to talk about this really quick. It is unbelievable what's happening over there in North Dakota. It absolutely is. They're unleashing dogs on these people. They're trying to intimidate them out of their own land, their sacred land, bulldozing their way through, their sacred lands. Lands they hold sacred. And it's just unbelievable. Dirtying their water and shit, their drinking water. That's what they're fighting for here. Over this pipeline that they insist in building, because the oil companies and the fossil fuel companies, both the same, all right, have a lot of power. They have a lot of these politicians bought out in many states and federally. They have them bought out. This is disgusting what's happening here. What they're doing to these native tribes. It's disgusting. And I thought we were done with this. I thought it was ancient history how we treated the Native Americans. I thought, what's done is done, and, we're very sorry for what happened. What happened to Bill Clinton apologizing to all the Native American tribes and this, that, and the third. We're very sorry for not meeting the treaties. What have you done to make up for all the treaties you broke? Nothing. You've done nothing to make up for all the treaties that you broke. You've done nothing. And forget the treaties are basically shit they ended up agreeing to, all right, after you basically forced them militarily, all right, to agree to them. Not only should we be agreeing to make up for the treaties that we broke, at the very least, we should be going above and beyond that. But it's not popular to do it. It's not beneficial to any politician to do it, especially federally, right? And that's why they don't care. That's why Obama doesn't care. That's why Hillary Clinton doesn't care. This is why Donald Trump doesn't care. Because they're both for the fucking pipeline, okay? Democrats and Republicans are both for the pipeline, okay? And that's that. Okay, that's the way it is. But here we are bulldozing through their sacred land and dirtying their fucking water. And if you come out and you say, well, I don't care, that's their problem. I have my own problem. So you're not for clean water is what you're saying. You're okay with dirty water. Like, come on. Like, the contamination that these fossil fuel companies have done to drinking water is absolutely insane. All right? It's unbelievable. Many of these, it could take decades. Right? If that, for a lot of this water to ever be the same. We're talking about natural cleaning water. You can't get better than that. So we're going to start going towards the direction of more artificially cleaned water, which is not 100% clean. And a lot of the stuff that they use to clean the water is not really good for you. This is insane, man. And then, like, these corporations that are taking water from the Great Lakes, by the way, and selling it to people. This is like our water. Like, they think they own water now. They think they own land now. This pipeline, these fossil fuel companies they don't own this land. And I don't care what some politician wrote down and what some politicians voted on in a state legislature or, over there in the Senate or the Congress in Washington. I don't care. That's their land. That's their sacred land. Leave them alone. Find somewhere else to put your fucking pipeline. How about you put it up your fucking ass? Alright? We don't even... This is stupid. We don't need this pipeline. Alright? Shit's retarded. It just is. Enough of this shit. Obama ain't doing shit. Right? Like, he ain't gonna do shit about it. You know what's going to happen? They're going to do it, and then 30 years later, they're going to say, oh, remember that thing we did with that pipeline? We're very sorry about it. We're very sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay? But unfortunately, what's done is done. We kind of fucked up your sacred land, but we're very sorry. Okay, but what's done is done, though. We're sorry. All right, we're gonna kind of stick around still, but we're sorry. No, 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 no. There's not gonna be any sorries. Okay, no sorries. How about you don't do it? We can't be doing this, man. This is insane. It just is. I mean, I remember here when a judge in Texas decided, nah, the Tiguas. Yeah, I know, because, here there was a casino, right? And it was doing a lot of good for the Tiguas here. And the locals loved it. They loved going to the casino. They loved having a great time. That's how it was. People just having a great time. It was a casino. It was fun. People went to spend their weekends there. The nights and stuff. It was a casino. It was fun. It was a win-win for everybody. But no, a Texas judge decided, no. They can have a casino. It's against Texas law. They don't get to have a casino. Yeah, I know they've already had it for a couple of years, but we're going to kind of strip them from the casino. Yeah, we're very sorry. But you can't have a casino. Seriously. 500 treaties, over them. That this country is not. Keep in mind, these treaties were forced treaties. They were basically put in a position where they had no choice but to sign a treaty. And they still couldn't meet the treaties that had their conditions in. They made the conditions and didn't even meet those conditions. The United States federal government. A lot of people need to wake up, man. A lot of fucked up shit going on. This is one of them. Right here. I thought this was the type of shit we were done doing to Native Americans. I thought what's done was done, but we've come a long way, and now we love the Native Americans. Right? That's what I thought. Apparently not. Apparently not. It's amazing to me, because I know some Native Americans, and they tell me, yeah, that Redskin name, yeah, it's kind of offensive, but it is, they're like, it doesn't ruin their day or anything, but they're kind of, they kind of laugh about it. They're kind of like, yeah, it definitely is offensive, but nobody's going to give a shit about it, so, whatever, we just move on, right? It's offensive, right? I know a lot of football fans will get all mad. No, it's paying homage. It's not offensive. It's paying homage to them. Like, who are you to tell these Native Americans what it is and what it's not, right? You honestly believe this, right? You think a lot of Native Americans watch a white man, okay, dressed in all the feathers and red lipstick under their eyes and shit, okay, and start dancing around and tapping their mouth and their hand on their mouth and start dancing around to what they to them. A lot of these are their sacred dances. You think that's playing homage to them? Now, that's what you believe? You honestly believe that? That you can't be that dumb, right? You just can't. Now, a lot of people say that, well, there's differences, right? Like certain colleges, they kind of work with the community. I understand there's some differences in some places. I get that, right? My thing is when, football fans, look, I'm a fan of football too, right? I just don't believe we need to use Native Americans as mascots to watch football. Is that hard to imagine? Is that too hard to, is it that hard for you to just live without Native American mascots? Is it that hard? Maybe it is. To you, that Indians logo in baseball, it's just, you look at that logo and you say, yeah, it's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that logo at all. I actually like that logo. I think it plays homage. You look at that logo and you say, oh yeah, totally. It plays homage to Native Americans. Really. And it's funny because I keep hearing, whenever I bring this topic up, well, this is not even a real issue. Well, what about what's going on in the reservations? Look how they're treating the Native Americans in the reservations. Look at the conditions they live in. Always trying to do the trick where there's bigger issues to worry about than a logo in a football team, while missing the entire point altogether, right? If you don't care about a logo in a football helmet, what makes me think you care about what's going on in the reservations, right? What work have you done? I have. What work have you done for Native Americans in the reservations? What have you done? You can't give me an example, can you? And I'm not saying people are required to, but stop using that as some type of validation to make it okay, right? To justify the logo of the Indians in baseball. Get the fuck out of here, man. Right? Seriously. Maybe a lot of you never looked at it that way, but it's the truth. It's not right. It just isn't. And just because, they find, you could do that with anybody. You can insult Mexicans, you'll find a Mexican that's okay with it. Okay? You can insult blacks, you'll find a black that's okay with it. Okay, you can insult any group, and you'll find somebody in that group, right, that's okay with it. That's the way it is, right? So no, but this Native American on TV said he's a huge Redskin fan, and he's okay with it. Yeah. You know what's funny? A lot of those have turned out to not even be Native American, right? And the ones that are that's their opinion. But it's not, across the board. And to just ignore the ones that just don't like it is just, come on, seriously. Right? That's my thought on it, man. What's going on in North Dakota, obviously, yes, it's bigger than football. It's a bigger deal, right? So why is no one talking about it? There's 24-hour news cycles. News channels dedicated to just news for 24 hours. They can't find a time to talk about this. They can't find a time to talk about this. This is insane. You know when they're going to cover it? When it's too late. Because that's what they always do. When it's too late to do anything about it, and all you could do is apologize and say, well, what's done is done, that's when they'll start covering this. Right? That's it. And all the apologies, man, it's all lip service. That's all it is. That's all it is. This is fucked up, man. This is fucked up. Right? This is the year 2016. This is not the past. I'm not dragging the past. This is what's happening right now. Right? This is insane. Anyway, I'm out.